Welcome back to The Grind, and welcome to one of the most exciting times of each season where I get to claim my mythic dragon. One season I did claim two, but this season I'm claiming one, and I'm going to break down why I am making my decision, and I won't, keep it a secret the entire video to keep you around. I'm going to claim Ikaros, and so we're going to do that this video and incubate this dragon. I think I actually put a new dragon in the incubator recently. So mistakes were made there, but that's okay. We'll make do. But I'm going to claim Ikaros and then get to leveling up Ikaros. And I'm excited about this dragon because this dragon is a lot of fun to fly. It does require a little bit of skill, which is always a little bit more exciting. And you can do some pretty great things with Ikaros. There are a couple things to consider though. Ikaros is a little bit more skill intensive. And so you're going to have to practice and you're going to make more mistakes than you might with Quasar. But you're going to be able to, if you learn to fly Ikaros well, you're going to be able to take harder bases with more defenders if you have Ikaros than if you have Quasar. The thing to consider is there have been a lot of reports of bugs with Ikaros, and this is potentially related to devices and potentially related to how you fly and how quick you rotate spells. When I was flying Ikaros at the start of the season, I didn't really notice significant bugs. And so maybe once I get more comfortable with Ikaros and I'm cycling spells faster, I might start to notice it. But for me, I was able to make it work the way I wanted the dragon to without having significant issues, even with defenders against high tier bases. So I found that I was able to get the value that I wanted from Ikaros, even though other players were reporting bugs. Now, if you do not want to worry about running into bugs with a dragon, and understandably, if you're going to invest so much into getting a mythic dragon, you don't want it to be unplayable, then you might not want to get Ikaros. Quasar is a very great dragon as well. Quasar is a lot of fun to fly. Very strong, can take max bases at max tier, even with a defender, but it struggles when you have more defenders, like 2 or 3 defenders. You might not be able to hit bases above your tier with Quasar as easily as you would with Ikaros. And again, if there's defenders, that really starts to shut down Quasar even more than it would affect Ikaros. But again, Quasar is still an amazing dragon, and it will do a lot of players a lot of good to have Quasar on their roster. For me, though, I could use another wind dragon. If I'm remembering correctly, Ikaros is a wind dragon. And I had a lot of fun flying Ikaros. And again, Ikaros is a lot of fun. And I've showed charts like this in the past where you have, the skill required versus the potential that you get out of it. And Ikaros is going to have more potential at higher skill than Quasar is. But at lower skill or with less practice in the game on the dragon, Quasar is going to probably give you more bang for your time invested. So if you're not a heavy, time intensive player, you don't like having to practice a dragon for hours before you start to get good with it, then Quasar is going to be your easier dragon to use and still get a lot of great potential out of it. But if you like to, practice and fly and, impress other people with your skills flying a dragon, Ikaros is going to be the one that's going to take that time to get there, but then you're going to be able to impress people and, beat defenders and beat bases that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. So I enjoy that aspect of the game. And sometimes I do like dragons that are a little bit more autopilot, but for this season, Ikaros is the one that I am more impressed with. And Ikaros is the one that I'm going to spend my 20 keys to get. And there we have it. There is Ikaros. Also a very cool looking dragon. Look at that, the design. It's very cool. It's an invoker. I do like flying invokers for the most part. There are some that I don't like. But invokers are a lot of fun. They're kind of like hunters and sorcerers mixed together. So you get a little bit of the spells and the ammo feel from it. So we are going to claim all the prizes. Once you unlock a mythic, all the prizes within it are free. So you don't have to worry about spending anything extra once you've unlocked it with keys. So that's nice. You get all the stones and glyphs, runes for free. The one thing to keep in mind, though, is at the very end of the branch, there is a repeatable gold chest here. And I always accidentally claim these. Oh, wait, this one is free. And then we got the Arcanum Tier Stone. This is the repeatable one that I always accidentally claim. It's not really a good value. If you have nothing else to spend your sigils on, then sure. But that is that. And after this, we just go and breed the dragon. And we're going to start to get some gameplay, hopefully out there soon. Just to, mess around with Ikaros again. I do have videos on how to fly Ikaros on my channel already, so you can go ahead and take a look at those if you have Ikaros and are interested in seeing some of the things that I was able to do at the start of the season with the test dragons that they gave us as part of this creators faction. But I do hope this was a helpful video and interesting to watch me get the dragon and to hear a bit of my thoughts on which dragon might be better for each different player in each different situation. It's not always a very straightforward decision to make. Obviously, at the top tier best players, Ikaros is going to have the most potential. But again, there's top tier players that are getting Quasar just because of the ease of use, the class and the element that the dragon is. Because, if you don't have enough gear for all the wind dragons that you might have, or you have gear that's going to waste sitting there because you don't have a dark dragon, or whatever it may be, you have to consider a lot of those factors. And for me, I was ready for a wind dragon. I like flying invokers. I don't mind putting in extra time to practice a dragon, and I enjoy that part of the game. So that is why I'm picking Ikaros. But, a lot of players might want Quasar because of the looks, the class, the element, the fact that it's a bit easier to use and less susceptible to bugs. And those are all very important things to consider, especially if you don't have a lot of time to invest in the game in order to become an expert flyer with every single dragon that you use. And a lot of players don't have the time, or maybe that's not how they want to spend their time in this game. And sometimes for me, I'll just fly an easy dragon because I'm not really in the mood to sit there for 30 minutes, 20 minutes just practicing the dragon. So those are very valid things to consider. And so I do hope that you take everything I say with a grain of salt, apply it to your own situation, and not every dragon, just because they're better, is necessarily the best dragon for each player. So I hope this video was helpful to you to help you decide which mythic you should get if you haven't already claimed your mythic. And just the ideas and concepts can be applied to all choices on future dragons. And I'm very excited for next season's dragons. I cannot wait to share the information with you guys once it's all finalized and approved to be shared. I always get very excited with the end of the seasons because you get to finish off all your branches, you get super sigil chests, you get your mythic dragon if you're able to get one, and we get to look forward to a new season packed full of tons of new dragons and new branches and some surprises that may be coming. So once again, thank you all for your support. I look forward to sharing more information with you, and I will see you in the next video.